Hi people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're meeting me for the first time, hello and welcome. Yeah, so I talk about parenting, self-care and parenting, pre-teens and teens. I also offer coaching sessions for parents, and their pre-teens and teens, helping them build their self-esteem, equipping them with the social skills they need to function in today's world. So today, a mom reached out to me. I'm basically I'm reading her question out is too long, but basically what she's saying is it okay for my kids to gossip online with their friends? I'll start by saying that if you have preteens or teens and they have a phone, one of the criteria to get a phone, is I'm going to be looking at your phone, I'm going to be searching your phone from time to time. I mean, it's not something you're going to be doing every day. My daughter has a phone and I look at her phone. So it's important that they know that, you know, so she's saying that her daughter is probably gossiping, maybe because she has gone through her daughter's phone and she has seen some things. So the first thing is to say to your daughter that putting something in writing or even in voice notes is a dangerous thing, especially if it's not something you want everyone to know or to see. I mean, if you're in the social media space, you would have seen how a lot of people's text messages, a lot of people's chats, voice recordings have surfaced online, from things that they said about maybe some other people or, and all that. So it's important that your children are in the know. Another thing, and we've talked about it a lot of times, is digital footprint. You don't want to leave digital footprint. You're leaving digital footprint, whether you like it or not, whether it's in your chats, in your voice notes, and in the things that we post online. So it's important to know that. So somebody will say, what is gossip? Gossip is such a human thing to do. I don't know, it just makes us feel good, you know. And for the person gossiping, it's just status. It just has to do with status, because when you gossip about people, most times it helps you feel good about yourself. It's also important to know that it's hurting someone. um I'm not I'm not talking about when your children come to you and say, oh mom, this happened in school, I need to tell you about it. That's not gossip, because I mean, you're not going to go start telling someone else. It's just you taking in the emotional garbage for the day. You're helping your children offload, what they have. um so you can say to your daughter, I'm more concerned about how where you talk about people. I mean, face-to-face conversations sometimes, can have face-to-face conversations and just talk here and there, and it's nothing everyone forgets and passes. But once you're typing or once you're recording or sending voice notes, it stays. Somebody can screenshot it. A lot of us have screenshotted. So it's important that your children know these things. And another thing she mentioned was that, they're in these group chats and they chat, and then sometimes she sees her daughter's chat. What can she do? I said, okay, the first thing you can do is to blame it on your parents. Tell your daughter she should blame it on me and say, my mom doesn't want me to be in this group. You know, um, you know, she's seen our chats, um I don't think I can be in this group anymore. She's seeing her chats. Another thing you can say is, give them the language, to use. Like I said, my folks check my chat messages. So that's another thing I'm going to also tell her to do. You it's also important, when I'm talking to my children about this kind of thing, is public and permanent. So P and P. So whatever you chat, whatever voice note you give, just remember that it's going to be made public and it's permanent. I think that one gives them a more, broader idea onto why you want them to be discreet about things that they see and the things that they chat outside. So in looking at your child's phone, you can see some really mean things that they say It's also important to know that our vocabularies are different. So what I will see on my daughter's phone, and frown about it, they are making fun about it. It's funny to them. They are joking about it. So it's important for her to also know that. And I've told her that. And then lastly, we talked about how do we get kids to be more self-aware about what is mean and gossiping. Like I just said now, some things that are mean to for us is fun for them. It's not serious. They'll tell me that I take things too seriously just because of the difference in our vocabularies. Kids gossip because it's some kind of a norm. So if everyone around them is doing it, there's a tendency for them to do it. So as a parent, are you gossiping? Are your children seeing you gossip about other people? They will also gossip. Yeah, so that is what I'll have a session with her later, and then I will discuss these things. Our assets as parents is ongoing conversations, leaving the space open where our children can come to us and discuss several things, how you approach a conversation, um, that you don't end it before you start. So make sure that the way you're starting a conversation does not end the conversation even before you start the conversation. Yeah, and then you can advise them and says, here's my personal policy on talking about other people, and here is why I do it this way. And I want you to employ this. So these are the conversations I'm going to be having with her this evening. When I have my session, I just wanted to brief you guys through it. Yeah, thanks for watching.